Welcome to World Wonder. Marsupials are a distinctive group of mammals best known for carrying their young in a pouch. Like all mammals, they are warm-blooded, covered with hair or fur, and feed their young with milk. Unlike placental mammals, however, marsupials give birth to highly underdeveloped young, which continue growing while attached to a nipple inside the mother's pouch. The word marsupial comes from the Latin term marsupium, meaning pouch. In many species, the pouch contains several nipples that provide nourishment for the developing young. Scientists believe marsupials evolved from ancient mammalian ancestors during the Cretaceous period. Over millions of years, they spread across parts of the Americas before reaching Australia through prehistoric land connections. Today, more than 330 species of marsupials are recognized worldwide. Around 70% are found in Australia and New Guinea, while most of the remainder live in South and Central America. North America is home to just one native species, the Virginia opossum. Marsupials are generally divided into two broad groups, Australian marsupials and American marsupials. Australia hosts the greatest diversity of marsupials, with species ranging from kangaroos, wallabies, and koalas to wombats, bandicoots, numbats, and Tasmanian devils. These animals occupy a wide variety of habitats and ecological niches. American marsupials are less diverse and include opossums and shrew opossums. Although fewer in number, they are an important part of ecosystems across Central and South America. Diet varies widely among marsupials. Many species are omnivores, while others are specialized herbivores, insectivores, or carnivores. Most have an excellent sense of hearing and smell, and many are skilled climbers as well as capable ground dwellers. One of the defining features of marsupials is their reproductive strategy. After a short pregnancy, the tiny newborn crawls from the birth canal to the mother's pouch, where it attaches itself to a nipple. The young animal remains there for weeks or months, depending on the species, before becoming independent. Baby marsupials are commonly known as joeys, a term most often associated with young kangaroos, but used for all marsupial offspring. The Tasmanian devil and the thylacine. The Tasmanian devil is found only on the Australian island of Tasmania. As the world's largest surviving carnivorous marsupial, it is known for its powerful jaws, loud screeches, and defensive behavior when threatened. The thylacine, now extinct, was a nocturnal predator once native to Tasmania, mainland Australia, and New Guinea. It was commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger because of the dark stripes across its back, although it was also referred to as the Tasmanian wolf due to its dog-like appearance. The numbat. The numbat is one of the few marsupials that is active primarily during the day. Native to Western Australia, it feeds almost exclusively on termites and relies on daylight hours to forage for food. Red kangaroos. Kangaroos are among Australia's most recognizable animals. More than 40 species are found across Australia and neighboring regions, and some have been introduced to countries including New Zealand and Great Britain. Among the smallest marsupials is the long-tailed planigale, while the red kangaroo is the largest living marsupial in the world. Red kangaroos are well adapted to the dry grasslands and deserts of Australia's interior. Adult males typically have reddish-brown fur, whereas females are usually smaller and more gray-blue in color. Large individuals can reach about 1.5 meters, 5 feet in body length. Kangaroos often live in social groups known as mobs, although the groups may also be referred to as troops or herds. Their strong hind legs allow them to travel long distances with powerful leaps, while their muscular tails help them maintain balance. During the breeding season, male kangaroos frequently compete for mates by boxing with one another. Using their powerful legs and sharp claws, they can deliver strong kicks when defending themselves or challenging rivals. Although the red kangaroo is the best-known species, the eastern gray kangaroo and western gray kangaroo are the species most commonly seen across many parts of Australia. Wallabies. Wallabies are close relatives of kangaroos, but are generally smaller and more compact. They are found in a variety of habitats, including forests, grasslands, and rocky areas across Australia and nearby islands. One of the lesser-known species is the Parma wallaby, which grows to about 0.5 meters, 1.6 feet in length. The species was once believed to be extinct until it was rediscovered in Australia during the 1960s. Small populations are also found in New Zealand, where the animals were introduced by humans. Virginia opossum. The Virginia opossum is the only marsupial native to North America. Unlike most marsupials, its pouch opens towards the tail, a feature it shares with the Australian wombat. About the size of a domestic cat, the Virginia opossum has a long, hairless tail, a pointed snout, and excellent climbing abilities. It is primarily nocturnal and is commonly seen in gardens, parks, and suburban neighborhoods across much of North America. Although often called a possum in North America, it is not closely related to the possums found in Australia and New Guinea. Pygmy possums. Pygmy possums are among the smallest marsupials in Australia. Depending on the species, they range in size from about 5 to 12 centimeters, 2 to 4.5 inches in length. These tiny mammals are primarily nocturnal, spending their nights searching for food. Their diet includes insects, nectar, pollen, fruit, and seeds, making them important pollinators in some Australian ecosystems. Koalas. The koala is one of Australia's most iconic marsupials. Found in eucalyptus forests across eastern Australia, it spends most of its life in trees, feeding almost exclusively on eucalyptus leaves. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, koalas were heavily hunted for their fur, causing dramatic declines in their population. Protection measures introduced during the 1920s and 1930s helped bring the commercial fur trade to an end. Today, koalas continue to face a range of threats, including habitat loss, bushfires, vehicle collisions, and attacks by domestic dogs. Conservationists are concerned that populations in many regions are still declining, making the long-term survival of the species an ongoing challenge. Koalas are known for their thick gray fur, large ears, and tree-dwelling lifestyle. Although they appear slow-moving, they are skilled climbers and spend up to 20 hours a day resting or sleeping to conserve energy. Although they share a common ancestry, marsupials have evolved into an extraordinary variety of forms. Today, they remain some of the most recognizable and fascinating mammals on the planet. Bye-bye! See you next one!
Thank you all for watching this here video.